So here we have a case that kind of covers lighting all the way through history at the Donalda Museum in Donalda, Alberta, Canada. And first we start over here. We see a stone lamp right here. Prehistoric people depended upon the good fortune of finding a naturally hollowed stone such as this. Liquid fuel was used in the form of animal fat or fish oil. Then the next one would have been a splint or rush holder. It would have, these were the first lighting devices in America, and they used the trees, and then they used rush that they picked, and then they would peel back the rush and dry it, and run it through melted tallow. And then the other one they have here is a cast iron 17th century lamp used in Scottish caves. They used tallow or whale oil for fuel, hung it close to the fire so the tallow would remain liquid. And then the next thing we have are whale oil lamps, where they used whale oil and the wick. And then candle holders and candles, so we see that. And then there's a Betty lamp, and that was around 1500. Could come from the German word for besser, meaning better, or Betty, meaning it's an old world bed. So the grease lamps had a separate wick and a twisted cotton wick. Then from 1799 to 1890, we had some gas lamps. Artificially manufactured gas was offered as an illumination fuel, and a lot of times streets were lit by gas in many of the more prosperous homes. It was short-lived because shortly after that, electric lighting came into effect, and we see here an early electric lamp. Thomas Edison had, by 1900, more than 14 types of lamp bases were in use, and over 150 electric plants were built. And then in 1890, that marked the beginning of the kerosene lamp era, when large quantities of this improved fuel became available when they discovered petroleum deposits. And the illuminant was almost clean, it was effective and efficient and inexpensive. And all of the earlier oil lamps became obsolete, and kerosene was in. And of course, kerosene is the one most people are familiar with. More prosperous homes had these more ornate chimneys that were etched and the fancier bases, or if you weren't quite so prosperous, you probably had one of these plainer ones. Colored glass was a big deal, as was painting either the glass chimney or the producing china bases.